Hello and happy Cancer new moon, beauty. I am so glad to be here with you on this morning. How'd you sleep last night? Did you sleep okay? I, for one, could not, had a hard time getting to sleep. I guess it was all the healing energies I was feeling in this moon transition. And it's a Cancer moon, so even though every moon cycle before the new moon we let go and heal, that energy continues today in the new moon. So, wanted to share a little bit of that and maybe do a little card reading before we jump into this sketch. Um, yep, I'm going. If you've tuned in before or watched any of my priors, you've seen a bit of this process. We're going to come back to it today. I know I'm hopping around. I decided not to show you the, I could, I don't know, you let me know maybe in the chat after the reading. Maybe I'll change my mind and go back to the poster design I was working on the last full moon stream. That's kind of in a place where it might be more fun to watch because I'm starting to add color and things. So but that's also kind of where I'm at here. So you let me know if you would like me to finish the sign design, or maybe I'll just totally go through, be able to finish both. Um, Probably not. At least not if I do the poster. But if I do this, maybe I can add some color and vectorize, show you how I vectorize this easily. Well, I might still do one more step, but no, I can do that here. I will show you either how I vectorize this sign, maybe I might make a few sketch tweaks, or I will go back to my poster design and finish adding some color, and you can watch me add color, and that's a little bit more of an artsy piece. So let me know in the chat, in the comments, which one you want. For now, we're going to start our journey, this new moon, with a Moonology oracle card reading. We're going to ask, we're going to align with the earth energies down below and the moon energies above, this moon and the stars, calling in ancestors, being grateful for where we are now, even if it feels like the world is moving too fast, like we are falling behind. We are okay here right now, and all is well. I'm going to put a link in the chat to a 528 hertz sound healing you may listen to. And I'm not going to stream it, but I'm listening to it. You can listen to it, and in the background as sort of a soundtrack to this session. So, yeah, apologies, I needed to resituate a little bit. I might be moving around a little bit because I'm trying out some new positions, so bear with me. All right, so we're here We're grounded in the earth energies, in the sky energies. We're calling in our ancestors to be with us. Mother lines, father lines, those spirit guides that help us move through life with more ease. We are grateful for you. Will you show us what is rising up? What is rising up? What is the message of this new moon? And what is the final outcome? I got two new moon cards and one full moon card. So that's the thing about this deck is each card has a different thing to be aware of, or is a different part of the cycle. And so you might draw a full moon card on the new moon. That doesn't, well, we will take what is the message from that full moon into this new moon manifesting healing time. So as you're healing and feeling healed, and in this healing journey in space, and maybe you're very tender, maybe you're kind of coming through it. If you are, I invite you to journal. This, what's rising up in this new moon is a personal, it's a full moon in Cancer. A personal issue reaches resolution. And this is great news, you know? Might have been struggling with something that has been holding you back from doing the work you need to do in the world. So think about what you are letting go of, what you're healing through, and what is meant for you. So the main message for this Cancer new moon, and it's interesting that we got the full moon in Cancer for what's rising up. Well, you know, we got a Cancer new moon and we pulled the full moon in Cancer. So lots of Cancer, watery energy. Follow that flow. So then this new moon, actually, this new moon, I've got, oh, sorry. I actually pulled the new moon in Cancer. The message here is you and your loved ones are safe. You are safe. Okay? Remember that in this time of survival and everything moving so fast. You are safe. You and your loved ones are safe. Might not feel like that right now, but flow with it. Go with the flow and you will feel it more, I believe. So the final outcome is a very watery card, the new moon in Pisces. This is fun. I'm a Pisces rising, in case you're curious. My beloved is a Pisces sun, so I very much love the Pisces energy on a personal note. For you, I would like to share that, yeah, this is another watery card, so another message to meditate and contemplate whatever you align with more as you follow the flow. The day is not meant to be built like a road, it's meant to be followed like a river. So try not to control it, just be with it and listen, observe to what your body's telling you, what the signs around you are telling you. This new moon is all about, there's, to share a little bit of astrology, this is the first time since 1968 when Uranus is approaching Neptune. So what that means, so 1968 was the whole psychedelic revolution, the Beatles, right? We all know that juicy story. So it was another breaking of societal norms. So what's today's version of that? Let's follow the river and find where our little fishy place in this school of fish that we were swimming in together. What norms are we going to break together as we follow this river? What are we breaking together and transforming into something better? If you stand hold in the old ways, you will likely get hurt. If you can find how to follow that flow amidst this big transition we're going through as a society, it'll be easier and probably more fun. Isn't it more fun to float down a river than like brace yourself in a river? Like, doesn't that sound more fun? Sounds more fun to me. So just remember that. Just wanted to thank you for slowing down, taking the time to slow down and heal. That was a pretty profound reading. And it's good and it was beautiful. So, oh, no. That's where the undo button comes in handy. All right, so now we're gonna get cozy and finish this sketch. So we left off here. I think I might need, I'm wondering if I should add a bit more space between 633s, especially if I'm going to have that line, that'll be the way they connect. So I think a little bit of space there would be good. So maybe I'm not quite done with the sketch here because I think I need to add a bit more. Don't know that I'm going like that. Not enough space. I do like the underline though. Like that's looking pretty good. I don't think I love. I want this E to be a little bit further up. The O, sure, but I think it would be better if the E. This is where I'm actually going to decrease the opacity. The new tracing paper, in case you haven't seen that yet. So this part of the sketch, I'm really looking at those little details. And I'm actually going to go back here. Little details like, do these all line up, right? Do these. Maybe. So the answer is no on that. Okay, nope. We want to go back to this. But just barely, just barely. Oh, and actually, feel like just barely. Just gonna check. Now checking the width, checking the serifs, clarifying the serifs. Those are all the things I'm looking at right now. Oh, excuse me. Hmm. Yeah. Okay, so test. Oops, wrong layer. You witnessed the wrong layer again. You know, are those A's close enough? Let me check. Okay. not what I wanted. I'm losing now. Okay. Okay, so now I think happy enough with the sketch, I'm going to. There are two ways that I can vectorize this. It is time to vectorize though. So we're going to vectorize. Ew, excuse me. I had to sneeze. Alright. Time to vectorize. Might be wondering why I'm still in Adobe Fresco. Part of that is because oh, I can use vector brushes, and that is one way to do this. And that might be what I do for this first, like, in between sketch and fully vectorizing, getting it ready for the sign print shop, sign maker, uh, metal sign maker that I know here in town. So we're going to make sure we're on a new layer, right? Okay, hide that. We're going to, yep, we're going to use black. I think I'm going to use a round brush for this. Then let's focus. Where are we at here? Oh, right. Then did it right. You can do that. Don't think I actually. I'm actually gonna make that a tiny bit thinner. Because we do ultimately need points for this, but I'm going to do an in between. Yeah, that still does not look quite right. Still don't know if I'm the biggest fan, but we'll come back to that. And honestly, we're gonna plot points on this later, so then it'll be perfect. For now, we're just doing this. Kind of for the sake of this stream, so you can see the finalized sketch. Maybe I should even switch this from vectorize to finalize. We're also going to merge these. I want to be back there. Back to black. Not really sure why all of a sudden this iPad is lagging on me. It's usually why I still prefer iPad over Samsung. So that's a bit annoying. Maybe I just need, maybe it's time for a new iPad. But I mentioned that my iPad's a little bent, and so it gets really hot when I charge. My silly, clumsy husband stepped on it. Really, I only blame myself for putting it in a steppable location. Alright, turn that off. Alright, so we've finalized it on this healing Cancer new moon. The final step is to vectorize, plot the points, and then ship it off to the printer. I will likely, this is part of why I'm streaming this now. Feedback is welcome. Please feel free to leave any constructive feedback in the comments because it would be good to tweak, especially if there's anything that, yeah, there are certain things that are good to tweak before I go into plotting the points in Illustrator or maybe linearity curve. Fine. Actually going to switch from Adobe, though that is hard choice for me right now. But yes, please feel free. Thank you for watching. Please leave constructive feedback in the comments. Let me know something that you enjoyed and maybe something I can improve on. And I will be back next. I will wish you all blessings on this next moon cycle and see you again on the full moon where we can see what dreams have come true, what dreams are in progress, how we've grown, and maybe I will hopefully be ready to show you how I vectorize this in Illustrator. And that'll be cool. So yes, leave your feedback in the comments and I will see you. Please like, share, subscribe this channel with your friends if you got any value from it. And I will see you next time. Be well, beauties, lovelies, creative soul. Blessing you with creativity wherever you go. Yes.